There may be no brand, no company that is better known in Maine and more associated with Maine than LL Bean. We all know the name, but just how much of the story do you know? The guy who has the inside scoop is Jim Witherell. He is the author of a new book called LL Bean, The Man and His Company, The Complete Story, and he's with us today here on 207. Thanks for coming in. It's good to have you.
It's great to be here.
Why did you want to write about LL Bean? It's, you know, it's certainly out there. It's not any great secret in terms of what the general outline of the story is, but you wanted to dig in deep. Why?
Because I thought there was a great story there. When LL Bean died when I was a teenager, I think when I was about 13, and I thought it was odd that he died in Florida, this great Maine outdoorsman. And ever since then I've been curious, and then it became interest, and then it became kind of an obsession. And 5-6 years later, you have the book.
Let's go back to the early days. How did LL Bean, Leon Leonwood Bean, get into the retail business?
He worked usually off and on for 20 years with one or other of his 4 brothers. And it wasn't until he was 40 years old in 1912 that he invented the boot and started the company that we know today.
That was the big breakthrough, the Maine hunting shoe. What you always have read for years in the catalogs is that he was tired of coming home with cold, wet, sore feet, and he wanted to invent a better boot. Is that the true story?
That's the true story, at least according to what I could find out.
In 1967, when LL Bean died, the business was doing a few $1 million a year in sales, something like $4 million. It's now well over $1 billion. What caused that remarkable transformation over the last 4 decades or so?
Leon Gorman. That's it.
Who was LL Bean, related to LL Bean by marriage?
It was LL Bean's son. Leon is the 3rd son of LL Bean's daughter, Barbara. And when LL Bean died in 1967, his son Carl took over running the company, but only for 9 months, because Carl died 9 months later. And then the leadership of the company fell to Leon Gorman, who had been there since he got out of the Navy in 1960.
And he turned out to be a very savvy businessman who really pulled that store into contemporary times.
That's right. Leon Bean and Carl Bean, they didn't want to change. They wanted the company to stay pretty much the same. But Leon Gorman, he was ambitious from the day he got there, and he was pretty much always knocking heads with them.
LL Bean is in a very tough, competitive field. It's changed a lot. It's changing all the time. How does the future look, in your opinion?
I think it looks good because of the management team they have there. The reintroduction of, after 20 years of free shipping, free year-round shipping, that's going to help them. But mostly it's a well-oiled machine. It's run, they have MBAs there, and it's a professionally run company with a good, solid reputation. Again,
the name of the book is LL Bean, The Man and the Company by Jim Witherell. Jim's going to be signing the book this Saturday at the Railway Museum in Boothbay Harbor, and he's got a bunch of other appearances coming up to promote the book. We've got information on them on our website. Just go to the 207 page. That's where you'll find that. And stay with us. We're going to be back right after this.